Also, Danny weren't that great. She was carried by her dad one season, and then the next season she went out like about week 3, so fuck her.
Yeah, and this season she's carried by long hair.
Yeah, is that hair real? I don't know.
I think it is, you know.
It can't be. No, apart from Laurie, no one can have hair that long and it be real. It's just very, very rare that you see someone with really long hair
If
like
it was
that.
long, it wouldn't be in that good condition if it was real,
No.
maybe.
Hold on, what are you saying?
Sometimes it gets a bit like fly away-ish, doesn't it? It has like perfectly straight. Like, shoo.
That must take a long time to straighten, I must say. Oh, actually, if it's stuck on, it wouldn't. Okay, we solved that case. So they want...
What are we saying? It's extensions?
I think so, but I want confirmation on that. So if someone knows, can you let us know?
If you're in touch with Danny's
I
hairdresser...
don't know why I'm so obsessed with knowing if people have extensions, if people have lip fillers.
We need to know.
You need to know. So Nicole said, David's going to know I flipped. And Danny said, yeah, but nobody's going to believe him.
It's a good point.
She was
Do you
right.
know, Danny's playing a very devious game.
Yeah, I don't think Danny's kind of a good villain.
I think she's a bitch, but she is bringing entertainment.
Don't you think she's good TV?
She's quite reasonably good TV.
Yeah, I think she's a good villain. And it's good to have a female villain. I don't think David even worked out that Nicole flipped, did he?
No.
It's like, what the fuck? You think he would have gone straight at something like, well, what happened? He literally did nothing. He was just like sat there.
Did Nicole try and convince him she didn't do it?
I think she did. No, not him, because he didn't bother to ask, but Dave on. Should we have some more wine?
Oh, you finished yours already? Well, yeah, do you mind if I go get the bottle and fill it up? But
Yep.
I'd also like to take a detour to the toilet.
Oh, yeah,
Should
let's
we
have a pause.
Okay, we'll have a little toilet break.
Okay, so back to the fire hydrant.
Oh, we're still on that fucking
Yeah. Oh, Brown just commented on our picture. Love this duo. But our picture's not good.
I can wear a fucking toupee.
And I've got winged 80s eyeliner on my looks and things.
But still, you
Don't know
can
what
love
happened.
the duo. Just not
Yeah,
as
love the duo, just don't love the image. So David was very close to winning this competition. He sort of had it all in place, didn't he?
And they just think that he did.
I don't know. Anyway, Memphis won.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The thing that disappointed me is I enjoy Memphis as a villain. I know everyone hates Memphis, but you meant to. And he hardly got any airtime this episode. His own nomination episode. I don't agree with that. More Memphis in the show, please.
I missed when I was watching that show. Admittedly, I was working at the same time. This whole conversation he had with David, where there was an agreement with David not to win the veto.
Yeah. I'll tell you about it, don't you worry.
Thanks.
So, then we had this whole thing about
About what?
blaming David about this vote and blah, blah, blah. Oh, Danny said she didn't use her power where she could be HOH again because she don't want to be HOH 2 weeks in a row because there's too much blood on your hands.
Put half the fucking
Yeah, that's true.
up on the
Good
block,
point.
So I don't blame the girl.
Oh, Kevin said if he won, he would nominate people who haven't been nominated yet. Okay, good luck with that.
Kevin, you ain't going to win shit.
Oh, and Nicole was copying Kevin's puzzle. Memphis wants to evict someone who's been on his radar for a while now. Who could that be?
What, David?
Yeah. Oh, did we talk about Memphis being racist?
We did last week, yeah, because we were saying the clips.
That was it.
And we weren't sure.
That was it. Oh, someone came back to me on that.
N-word, he was saying Nicole,
and with the C word that we mentioned,
Yeah.
that we won't say, Rowan and Laurie were saying it's a word that's not been used for like years and years and years, but it was like a deep south sort of a thing. But obviously it's still...
It was okay
No.
in the Deep South.
No, saying
It's
it's offensive, but no, they haven't heard it for years.
Is it a bit like, you know, when your parents would refer to the shop in a certain way?
Yeah, exactly like that, I think.
Do you know what I did think? One thing we said last week, and I didn't... Well, one thing you said last week, which I didn't get a chance to sort of like pick up on.
Oh.
You're like, you said, the N-word's not as bad here as it is there. And I was like, I don't know if it's as
the
bad.
M-word,
Oh, the M-word.
Yeah.
Oh, the M-word.
Yeah, no, the N-word is just as bad.
Right,
You thought I said that?
I thought you said the N-word.
Can I just strike that from the record? It was the M-word I was saying.
M-word. We didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, the M-word, we just say that word. So that's why I've confused you. No, N-word is...
To be honest, don't you think that perhaps the M-word thing is a bit of ignorance because, like, we're not around that community?
Yeah, that's why I'm not saying...
Are affected by it.
That's why I've stopped saying that word, but I only literally stopped saying it, like, now.
Like, no.
Like, this year. But yeah, no, N-word
because, like,
is...
you go to a shop presently, a bit of a... Look at Nini. Oh, such a little.
Yeah, but I might refer to I'm just going to say it now in the context of like, no, I might say to myself, oh, I'm a midget.
Ah!
You know.
Yeah.
Is that okay? No, maybe that's bad too.
You would say about yourself, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, Jack calls me a little midget all the time. He goes, look at you midget. So that's definitely not as bad as N-word. Nowhere near it.
No, but I think, don't forget, JC compared the two.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Possibly was a bit overboard, no?
And why not let's just stop saying all these words that are offensive.
Yeah, okay,
and apart from, cunt and all that, because, we want to say that one.
Well, that's not targeted to anyone in particular, so I think it's fine.
Well, a lot of women think it is targeted at them.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, that's what the word
call a man
refers
a cunt,
to,
innit?
like a vagina. That's what a cunt is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why people take offence
Do you
at
know
it.
what? Yesterday I made a pie, right?
Right.
And then there was some leftover pastry.
Oh, where is this going?
So I don't want to waste this pastry.
Oh, God.
So I squeezed it up and rolled it out, and I don't have a rolling pin, but I used the glass. And I was like, oh, I can make jam tart out of this. But I don't have a tray with the little circles in it. So then I just put it in this other tray this other sort of oval oven dish that we've got that we can bake things in. And so I put it in and put the jam in.
Yeah.
And then took it out and it looked like a vagina.
Yeah, that was bleeding.
Yeah, it's all red. So I said to Dan, would you like to eat my jam vagina? And he said that he would.
Was it tasty?
Well, I had half of my jam vagina earlier.
You never know, you might be on the turn now. There was a
jam vagina that I was.
There was a program. There was a program the other night about vaginas. 500
Oh, my
vaginas.
nan
It
watched
was
it.
called.
She told me about it. Channel 5, wasn't
we
it?
were watching it, and there was all these people talking about their vaginas, and Jack was just going, "How desperate are these people?"
Probably when my nan had a bloody panic attack.
Airtime for talking about their vaginas, it's just embarrassing. I was like, "Oh, this is quite interesting."
Well, actually, it's probably, I don't know, my nanny mentioned it. She said, oh yeah, watch this 500 vaginas programme. She says, oh, it's funny, they can't believe they put it on TV. So, well, in a way, I suppose it's educational, isn't it?
Oh, well, it is, because I can't believe how different vaginas look. I know it's not a thing that you're experiencing, but some look so different to if you're a man.
But I have seen the artwork where people cast their vaginas and put them on the wall.
If you're a man going down there, you must be like, oh, what the fuck am I going to get? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the same could be said for dicks.
Dicks are not as different looking as vaginas can be, I don't think.
Some of the dicks
don't get me wrong,
they can down, some go
yeah, but some
up,
vaginas
some
are
go to the side.
do you know what I mean?
Oh. Like Michelle Bass's Lady Garden costume in BB5.
But not just that, but all sorts of different things going on, But it's interesting. It's interesting to know where you stand in the Vagina Chronicles.
Yeah. And we all had a vagina once, didn't we? We did, didn't we?
Did we?
Did we? Oh, no.
That was nipples.
Did everyone have willy?
No, it's men have nipples where their breasts would have grown, I think.
I thought that women have got a little tiny willy inside.
No, you dumb fuck. The clitoris would have been a willy if you'd been a man, apparently. Or something like that. Look, don't come to us about biology.
Doesn't everyone have, everyone starts off the same in a way, and then there's a point where something kicks in. It's okay, well, I'm going to grow a willy now. Fine, suit yourself. I'm going to grow a vagina. You know?
Yeah.
So
hold on, who's saying that to who?
There's some element that's the same. I feel like
is that twins saying that, or
yeah?
Okay,
probably. I feel like I don't know much about the women female anatomy for obvious reasons.
I can tell you.
Isn't the clitoris like a tiny willy?
It's just like a little button like that.
It's like a tiny little willy that didn't
like
grow,
a little
isn't it?
button on your remote control like that.
So basically, once upon a time, I had a vagina which decided to grow into a willy, right?
I suppose, but not really. You never had a vagina.
Everyone starts female, don't they?
Yeah, but I don't think you had a vagina. You have nipples, but you don't have a vagina. You just have nothing, like Action Man.
How do you know I've got nipples? You've seen them, actually.
Yeah, you've been with your top off in my garden fucking most days.
Yeah.
Most
days.
Anyway, let's get on with this. I couldn't fucking upload the podcast last week. It was so fucking long. And then we never get any comments about it. This is good. Thanks for your effort. Do you know what I mean? I just think, why do I bother?
Because no fucker's listening to it.
Yeah.
Especially not when it's 4 hours long.
I actually think no one is listening to it because no one's watching Big Brother, but it could just,
they are.
Could just be us.
Watching Big Brother and listening to us.
Oh, well, I should hope so. Imagine if it was the other way around. That would be weird.
Well, it'd be right. It'd be the right way.
So Memphis said, thank you to my son River for help with building all the puzzles. So having a child helped him build that puzzle.
Oh.
So that's nice. This is where Caitlin went wrong. She's got no kids. David is not happy and is feeling vulnerable. Davon is fuming that David flipped and set her up. She complained to Nicole and Danny. David is too stupid to even realise what's going on. Nicole is panicking in the storeroom and Danny is like a mafia boss telling her to play it cool. Nicole's going, how should I even act? What should I do? And Danny's just like, just shut up. David goes, ooh, I guess I got duped to Kevin. And Kevin said, look, it was either David, it was either you, David, Davon, or Nicole. And Kevin thinks it's David.
For fuck's sake.
Why is Nicole not even in the conversation? When Nicole's
Why has no one gone up to Nicole and questioned
Someone
her?
does. Davon does.
Okay.
Davon complained to Nicole that David played them.
See? She's already decided it was David.
And Nicole said, I had my hopes up and now I feel numb. I'm just going to ignore him from now on. So she had her hopes up about Ian.
She perpetuated it.
Yeah, she had her hopes up about Ian staying.
She put fuel on the fire, if you will.
But then in the diary room, she said, ooh.
It's a reference to last week's episode.
I see. And then in the diary room, she said, I hate lying. I'm pretending I'm shocked. Yeah, pretending to be shocked is Davon's
I thought it was funny she referenced it.
Yeah.
The pretend to be shocked. Yeah.
And she said, in the Big Brother house, the truth does not set you free. And Davon said, the good thing is Tyler didn't win. And I thought, well, Tyler's probably one of the only people who wouldn't have put you up, dummy. They told Danny that David is stupid and was hugging Danny. I'm surprised Danny wasn't doing like an evil smile over her shoulder like an EastEnders villain.
Danny was hugging David?
No, Davon. Don't you think there's too many Danny, David, Davon? I've been struggling with that in my notes. Not that you bother writing any, but Danny, David, and Davon.
I do, and then also, I always want to spell Davon properly with an apostrophe.
Oh, fuck that. No, ain't no got time for that. It's too much. That. We need to get rid of one of these. That.
Well, you might tonight.
Danny would be good.
Fortunately, not
no.
No, I mean, unfortunately, it will be.
Yeah, hold on. Watch yourself. So Day said to David, David, it's not even nice to listen to this sound. Da. At least Bailey's got, I suppose. So we've got rid of the Bay. David, Danny. So I'm struggling here. Day said to David, why would you sabotage me? And she said, why did you flip? This is when they were sitting in the kitchen.
She was all like, why did you flip?
Yeah.
Why did you flip?
Yeah.
Kind of like pissed off, but like hushed.
And David said, I didn't. I didn't. Somebody's using this. And Dave said, you know how hard it is for us to play this game, i.e. being black. You just made my chances 2 times harder.
He didn't.
And David said, I did what I shook on. I just felt really bad for him. Like, he's not good at explaining himself.
Yeah, but don't you think it's the boy that cried wolf? Because he's going around going,
the power thing.
Did you save me?
Because
that was like, there was no way on God's green earth that anyone would have used the power to save David, apart from David.
You just reminded me, that was another thing the Wall Yeller shouted. David had the power. Thanks, Wall Yeller. Leave David alone. So they all know David did have the power. So yeah, you're right.
I didn't know already.
I know, yeah.
So
you're right.
Adjudicator, Wall Yeller, confirmed it.
So I actually have written the boy cried wolf in my notes as well. You're right. But also, if that was me or you and we're getting the blame, wouldn't you just be like, what the fuck? I didn't do this.
You know what I'd have done a Veronica and called a house meeting.
Yes, exactly.
Draw the line in the sand.
But David never at one point went up to Nicole and went, what the fuck? Did he?
Not like
she
I've
should
seen.
have. I don't know. Davon was crying in the diary room, but it's hard to feel sorry for her when she makes the wrong move every fucking time. David said, oh, I'm just stating what it looks like to Davon. And Davon walked off and said, why are you getting loud to him? But I've watched this twice.
They were whispering.
His voice literally did not raise once. In fact, if anyone was loud, it was her, not him. But don't worry, he was about to get loud. So,
Was he?
yeah, don't remember, he shouted.
Let's get loud.
So Dave-
Let's get loud.
So Davon went into the room where Nicole and Danny were lying around, fucking rubbing their hands together with glee at being such a pair of
Oh,
cows.
yeah, he did